I guess we gotta start all the way. Oh, yes, that's beautiful.
I'm Suffolk.
Wait, hold on, hold it up one more time. I'm just gonna. Oh wait, hold it right there. I'm gonna show. Oh yeah, you guys see that beautiful painting? Oh yeah. Okay. I had to also show my stream the beautiful painting.
All right. So is the audio working now? I think the person that made that comment might no longer be in in the
Who was
stream.
it?
I just now saw it.
It is back on now.
Was
Okay.
it from Kim?
Yep. Adam Genesis. Oh, he's still here. Or she or whoever. Yep.
They.
Can everybody hear the stream now?
Mm-hmm.
Now that we're, 2 hours into this.
You know, we
That's
just gotta
great.
start all the way over. Start all the way
Yeah.
over.
Okay. So,
Reroll.
recap here. No. So you got a 27 on your check for thieves' tools. The box opens, and within it, you find some gold, a whole bunch of coins, various types, and some gemstones.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'm gonna just lock that back up and walk away from that because she would kill me. I'm good.
All right.
I just wanted to see if there's anything important
Yep.
in there, and then I'm gonna run to Bev and toss my head in her lap and sob and tell her
Okay,
to
she
really
is currently speaking with Sefik Caltro.
That's fine. That's fine. I have. Oh, okay, then never mind.
This is very normal. I'm also a life coach. I have a lot of jobs. Here's your picture, and I've got to go. And then I take L and go in another direction.
He just kind of shakes his head, and you hear him mutter to himself, "Have to talk to Torga about these people she keeps hiring."
That's fair.
Super talented,
That's fair.
and we bring a lot to the table.
All right.
Once we get to the tent, I'm gonna look at Bev. So the plan is going out the window. I don't want to do it. Once we get to this next town, I am definitely leaving. I quit. You can have my gold. There is a dead person on the sled.
A dead person on the sled?
Uh huh. Yep, you heard that properly. Dead person on the sled.
What kind of dead are we talking about? Like
Dead. Like, been dead, extra dead, super dead. Looks like he got stabbed. I don't know. Probably part of the murders. They're gonna plant a body.
this is bad.
You brought us into this.
I did.
And now we're gonna die.
Or we're gonna blow the case wide open.
Elle's gonna put her hands, her face in her hands.
Right?
You know where my loyalties lie. And here's the thing. It's not with the murderers.
That's totally fair. I don't like the murderers either. They don't appreciate good art when they see it.
Should we tell the others?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go tell Volton. I think he's still in his tent.
I'll tell Bax.
Okay.
All right. So Bax and Volton, you are awakened.
What's up? More Yetis?
No.
So, Volton, dead body, sled. We gotta get to this town and leave.
Oh, who's died now?
They've been dead. Been real dead. Real dead for a while. It's an elf, I think. Pretty sure. It's really sad because, they're my kin, and they're gonna kill me next.
Cut to Bev being like, "So I drew this picture, and I hope you like it. What do you think?"
I mean, it's your best work.
Thank you. I've been working a lot on my shading, and I think it's getting really sophisticated.
Yeah, look at, I mean, the attention to detail.
I mean, this one has a nose, and I always forget noses. You
Yeah,
know this.
I
Oh,
know.
you know what? That's it. You're you're the pretty one. You're the
Cool
smart
one.
one. I'm the artistic one. We
Yes.
found our thing. Okay.
Right?
Oh, also, there's a dead body in one of the sleds, and Elle is totally freaking out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Complete normal reaction. Hold on.
But he liked your drawing.
He seemed indifferent, which I think is a microcosm of a much larger problem. But
I cannot
I
stand
like
for this. We'll go talk to
it.
him about this drawing issue
Thank
right now.
you. Yeah, I feel like it's important to confront people who don't share your opinion about art.
I know.
Like, just get real in their face about it
We're gonna die.
because it's an objective thing.
You're gonna piss off the ice mage, who ice ranger something.
Ice Aragorn.
Yeah, you gonna piss him off real good. It's gonna be great. Let's see. Grabs popcorn.
All right. So, Volton, what's your response?
Very wide and bleary-eyed, I tiredly reach for my hammer. All right, let's go see what's going on. I'll get up and meet up with the other two, see what's happening.
We didn't so Volton, here's I snuck over there and looked because Targo was not happy about Bev looking at her. Bev did this to me. Bev told me I had to, and now there's a dead body, and I don't know that we should. So here's the thing: if we go meet up with everybody in the middle of the night, we already made Suffolk kind of uncomfortable, and he's going to talk to Targo about us anyway. Should we really go out there?
Yeah, I just want to see what's going on here. I'm gonna quickly pop out of the tent and have a look around.
Okay, I'm gonna sit
All
right
right.
here in the tent.
So Sefik is still sitting on a log, staring out into the darkness, keeping watch. Torga is in her tent, snoring quite loudly, by the way.
Oh, hot.
I shall make my way over to the other two's tent.
Okay.
Pop in.
Oh,
So,
hey, Bolton.
Ellen appears to be freaking out. There's a body in one of those sleds, apparently.
Oh, did she tell you about the drawing?
No, no one told me about a drawing.
Oh, check it out. Look.
That is fabulous.
Your opinion means so much to me. Thank you. All any artist ever wants is just to feel like their work is appreciated by an audience. So.
Yeah, she doesn't value my opinion because, I'm family. So any outside opinions is greatly needed.
So, dead body. What are we doing about that?
So it's not gonna get any deader.
I think we should wait till we're closer to Bryn Shander before, if we do anything. I mean, we want to get paid first and foremost.
The thing I'm wondering about is if that body is going to show up somewhere in Bryn Shander with an ice dagger through it.
Right.
And if it does, then we for sure know that it's probably either Targa or Suffolk that murdered all those people, right?
Right. I think keeping quiet on the issue is a good idea at the moment, and seeing how this plays out. We have the information. We have clearly a perfect rendition of him in case we need to turn it into the authorities. We've got this picture that, I mean, just looking at it, you can tell who it is.
Right.
So
Really captured the eyes there.
Thank you so much. Bev cries.
Sitting in mine and Fulton's tent, I'm just rocking him back and forth.
Okay, so you stayed there while he went over to the other tent.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to get caught by something.
All right.
Well, now I know the plan. I shall go tell Elle.
good luck with that.
Great.
All right. So after that night, anything else that you guys wish to do on the journey?
No.
Okay.
Have I caught anything with my hunting trap so far?
Oh, give me a survival check.
Yeah, check it each day, in the mornings, see if there's...
Yeah, just give me one survival check's
Okay.
good. So unfortunately, you don't have too much luck. You catch a scrawny rabbit every now and again, sometimes a squirrel, but not enough to keep people fed.
Okay, just like bonus food. Just a little bit of bonus food, for
Right.
our way. Okay.
So like I said, so you come into Bryn Shander. She immediately has you head the sleds to the market and begin setting up her stall to begin selling goods. She also pulls out the lockbox from under the furs of her sled, careful not to reveal anything else that is underneath there, and begins counting out your payment. And so she deducts 2 gold pieces for the tent. All in all, it took you guys about a week and a half to travel the distance from Targos to Bryn Shander. Each day, you got a gold piece each. So that would be 7, 8, 9, 10 gold pieces each. For Bev and Bax, she deducted a gold piece from each of you for the tent.
So we got 9.
Yep.
Awesome. Will you need us for any future treks?
She says, I'll be here for a couple of days and then we'll be heading out if you want to continue in my employ.
Elle is gonna shoulder check Bax with her elbow.
We are heading to East Haven next.
East Haven. Okay. Well, we'll be in touch. That might be a good opportunity for us to, go to East Haven.
Yes, funny enough, we had to go there anyway.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
Yeah. When do you plan to leave for East Haven?
I like to stay in town for 3 or 4 days, unless for some reason I find myself unwelcome before then.
Does that happen often?
Sometimes, I purchase goods only to find out that whoever sold them did so in bad faith and had not acquired them lawfully, and So I like to leave before there is any entanglements with the guards, shall we say.
Well, we'll be staying at the local inn, so if you want to send word to us, if you plan on leaving, let us know.
What inn will you be staying at?
What inns are there in town?
Does she have one she recommends?
The
I think
Northlook.
is a-
Yep. She recommends the Northlook Inn.
That sounds great.
Yep, which on the map you can see is right there.
No. I found my pen.
So, out of curiosity, how long is it till the new moon?
About a week.
That's when the murders usually take place, isn't it?
Within a week or two of. Usually shortly after.
Hey, Bev.
Yeah?
You know, since you got attacked by that werewolf, should we go have somebody look at your wounds and see if...
You're turning into a werewolf?
Well, not that, but if, just make sure everything's on the up and up.
I could turn into a wolf.
I don't know. Maybe? I don't know.
That's so cool. Okay, yeah, fine. We can go to a doctor, but I don't know if I'm gonna want to do anything about it because that's amazing.
I mean, is it?
Yeah.
You'll be an outcast?
Super strong. Already kind of an outcast because of the whole like magical sneeze thing. Yeah, I'd be really strong and fast, and I'd grow hair in weird places, and it would be amazing.
Yeah. Okay.
Because growing hair in weird places is always fun, Bev.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty stoked.
Yep. So where are you guys going?
Northlook is what was mentioned.
Yeah, we'll go book a room.
Okay. So as you enter the Northlook Inn, you are greeted by good cheer and better warmth. The inn is full of customers, many enjoying ale and hot meals. You recognize the scent of reindeer steaks, and behind the kitchen, the sizzling of pans. How long it has been since you had a good hot meal. Too long.
Yesterday. We had a good one yesterday, Dave.
As you wade into the inn, your gaze is interrupted by the sudden braying of a mounted fish, and a mounted fish clearly animated by some arcane tomfoolery. The trout begins to sing a verse that the tavern patrons quickly pick up until everyone is hollering, "There's a place I'd like to go, further up the river's flow. Where it is I do not know, must be under all that snow." The verse is punctuated by a chorus of clinking glasses and "Heys!"
Bev gets really into it really fast. She is all about karaoke. Like,
Great. And since Bev is singing, Elle just kind of lets down her guard and starts singing with her.
Okay. Both of you can give me perform checks.
Oh, son of a. Da-da-da-da-da.
Both of you get appraising nods from the other patrons of the inn. They seem to quite enjoy your singing.
We should make this a thing. We should do
Yeah,
this a lot.
and a man who is a little wobbly has an ale-stained tunic. You can tell he's already been there a while and been partying. As you're singing and he's smiling as you're singing, shoves a glass of ale in your hands, Elbereth, sloshing over the rim and onto your leather jerkin of your armor.
Thanks. Okay. I'll go clean this up, and I'm just gonna hand the ale to Bev and walk away. There you go. That's a champ.
But the inn is very crowded. It is obviously one of the more popular establishments in town. Yeah, there's a crowd of people around. It's bustling and busy. What do you guys want to do?
We still need to book a room, so
Mhm.
and then eat. We probably should eat. What time? We got here in the morning or at the night?
It is mid-morning. So you have had breakfast that Bev cooked in the camp.
I brought leftovers for lunch.
Should we get actual food?
Actual.
leftovers?
I really, I think that maybe a warm meal.
Oh, I can heat. I pressed
That's
it.
okay. It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. But
You should save that for later.
yeah. We should eat that when we're in a really big bind and we're hungry and maybe in a snowstorm. It was really good. It was, and I reassure her, it was super good. It was my favorite meal, but like we've had that for a couple days now. And maybe just something different,
Because too much of a good thing, right?
Yeah, too much of a good thing. You can't do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Too much of a good thing. Too much of a good thing.
I'm gonna reach into her pocket and grab her a tissue for herself. It's okay. It was really good. It was my favorite. I think that was my favorite meal.
Good. I'm glad. I'm so glad.
Like maybe if I'm hungry, like once I'm done with my meditation at night, I might come in and grab some.
This is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, if it's gone in the morning, that's totally what happened.
Shut up, Aaron. How dare you out me?
Amazing.
All right.
Damn well, I was gonna sneak in there after my meditation and throw it away without Beth knowing.
All right. So you rent a room. It is going to be, let me make sure, 8 silver pieces a night.
What's the conversion?
Per room. So if you bunk up more than one to a room, of course, you'll save some, but 8 silver pieces per evening, per night.
Bev, I'll pay for the first night if you want to get the second.
Okay.
Do we just want to do one big room like we did in the other town, or do we want to do 2 rooms?
One room's fine. Yeah, we can do it. Do you have a big common room that we could all 4? Or room for 3?
So yeah, in that case, if you're going to get their big suite, that is going to be a gold piece a night.
I'll cover the first night.
I can do the second night. If we stay more than 2 nights, then we can figure it out from there.
Oh yeah. We'll get it.
Yeah, third night I'll get it, whatever.
Yeah, I'll do the 4th night in case we stay that long. It all works out.
Yeah. You're just like holding your pocket, probably, rubbing your coins. It's fine.
X is also the cheap one.
Thrifty.
All right. What do you guys want to do for the rest of the day?
Maybe we should go find the local clergy and have them check out your scratches.
Awesome powers. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, while you guys do that, do you want me and Volton to kind of go stake out the murderers' camp for
sure.
their stand, I guess, technically.
Yeah, see
Sure.
what they're selling. See how much
Yeah.
they're getting for those little Yeti that we helped acquire.
I mean, I bet you Bev really wants one.
I already have names picked out. Clarence and Persephone.
Well, if I can only get one, which one would you like?
Clarence.
Okay. Did you bond? Did you bond with
Yeah.
Clarence? Okay.
We had a moment. I took a couple of Jace's fingers and fed them to him on the road.
That's toxic.
God.
Okay, so we'll do that, I guess. If that's okay with you, Volton.
We could also meet back up and go talk to the local officers and stuff and see if what we can find out about the killing of the dwarf glassblower.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I'd like to use my it's the ground feature.
Okay. Remind me what that
Like
one
somebody
does.
in the know.
Okay. Second to look that up. I'm not familiar with it. Okay. So with that, are you asking about anybody in particular or just about the murder of the dwarven glassblower?
Yeah, I mean, I'll just be mainly focusing on the murders.
Okay. So the dwarven glassblower, they can't tell you anything in Bryn Shander about the murder in East Haven. Nobody knows anything. There is another rumor that, like Inge, that this individual was trying to skirt the requirement to register for the lottery for the sacrifice that occurs every month. And he was a renowned glassblower here in Bryn Shander. His goods are sold throughout the 10 towns. He's quite wealthy.
Well, he's quite dead, so there's that.
Can we find out if he ever got on the wrong side of the caravan?
Nobody knows. Torga's caravan is known throughout the 10 towns. And as Volton would be able to find out with a few questions, she has been known to sell some less than legitimate goods.
Oh, so she's the one not selling things properly.
Yeah, she will gladly act as a fence. She doesn't ask too many questions about things that are brought to her for trade. Also, you can give me a persuasion check, Volton to find out even more. Yeah, people don't seem to want to, even the rough and tumble bounty hunters that you deal with, just don't seem to want to cross Torga and make an enemy of her. And so you're not able to pry anything out beyond that. Sometimes she sells questionable goods.
Okay.
Bax.
Take me my full day.
Yeah.
Yes.
You and Bev head toward the House of the Morning Lord.
Okay.
A shrine to Monitor, the god of the sun. What do you guys said you wanted to head to a house of worship?
Yeah, I want to get see if they will check Bev out and see if she is okay.
I'm in a paper gown.
They look at you strangely and
she got scratched by a werewolf.
Why is she dressed in paper?
She's artistic.
I'm an artist.
Oh, okay.
Artistic.
They spend a bit of time examining her and tell you that from what they can see, she appears to be normal. They're not experts on lycanthropy by any stretch of the imagination.
So is she going to be okay, or should we lock her up? Or I mean,
Not again.
Maybe an award. Yee.
From what they can tell, she looks fine. If she starts behaving strangely, you can certainly bring her in, or they could, if you would like to pay for them to just proactively, remove any curses that might be afflicting her. They're more than happy to do that for a generous donation to the temple.
how much is a generous donation?
Let's see.
If they remove curse on me, am I gonna lose my magic sneezes?
I don't think so. No.
I would say it is going to cost you probably about 125 gold for a remove curse.
I think we can take our chances with the moon, right? Just tie me up next time there's a full moon.
I was thinking like 10 or 20 gold.
That's jeez, Bax. Like 5 is my ceiling.
Okay, well. All right, thank you guys. We appreciate it.
You do not wish to make a donation.
Oh, I'll give them a gold.
Okay.
And I'll be like,
slide a gold. Go ahead.
I'll be like, thank you for checking and everything, but we just can't afford that kind of service.
They say, well, a monitor bless you.
I'm gonna slide a single gold across the like exam table, and just be like, do you know anything about unexplained magical powers? Out of curiosity, like that kind of just come out and you don't have a lot of control over them, like a sneeze.
That is not really within our wheelhouse. Perhaps priests of Mistra or a wizard might be able to instruct you more.
Are there any folks along those lines here in Bryn Chander?
This is the largest city within the 10 towns. I would imagine you could find someone.
Cool. Just asking for science. Bye.
All right, where are you guys going from there?
I think me and Volton were going to look at the.
Well, Volton is spending the entire day with his ear to the ground, touching base with his contacts and connecting with people within the bounty hunter network to try and get information.
Okay, so then I'm gonna be. While all of that was going on, I will have been at Harga's tent, inquiring about purchasing a Yeti, and also what else she is selling.
So for one of the Yeti tykes, she's going to charge 200 gold pieces. And other than that, she's selling things like, and actually she's already found a buyer for one of them already this morning. She is also selling cut wood, firewood. She's selling oil and furs and just various trades goods.
So how long would you need me to work for you to just sell me one of the other Yeti for like 40 gold that I have?
40 gold, and we can establish a contract. Of course, there would be interest since you're basically taking out a loan to finance this Yeti. So I would say you give me the 40 gold, and you work for me for 2 years.
Okay.
Is that acceptable? Shall I draw up the contract?
Can you hold the Yeti so that I can talk to my
if somebody comes and wants to purchase it now for the 200 gold, I'll take it.
What if I work for you for 3 years if they agree and you don't sell it?
No, if I can have the gold in my hand now, I'll take it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It isn't exactly like you have been that model of an employee to this point anyway.
I brought you Yetis.
And Sefik brought me Yetis.
I'm the one that tied them up. So I technically brought you the Yetis.
Sefik was more than capable of tying them up. You were my employee. You did what you were supposed to do.
Yeah. What if I get Bev to work for you for also those 2 years? She cooks, and she's an artist, and also she drove the sled.
I'll draw up the contract. If you can get back by the time that I have completed having it drawn up, then we'll have a deal.
Great.
And I won't sell it between now and then.
Okay, great. I'll be.
But you better hurry.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna run and try and find Bev and Bax. And
Okay, so you get to the House of the Morning Lord just as they're leaving it, after having Bev checked out.
So, we can have clearance. You can have him, and you just have to sell your soul for 2 years.
Wait, no, she's not allowed to have any more pets. The last time she had a pet, she took care of it for about 3 days, and then it became my problem, my responsibility. I had to take care of it I had to feed it every meal. She never played with it anymore.
You always
No,
do this. You
no.
always bring Charleston into everything. I'm sorry that I became too small to care for an owl bear. All right.
Here's the thing: if we raise the Yeti, we could use it in our advantage, and I'll help her take care of it because she's my Esh.
So your emotional support halfling would have an emotional support Yeti.
Yeah.
This is very logical.
And then also, if we're using all of the logic here, we're also in debt to the murderers so that we're always with them, so we know when the murders are happening, and then we can catch them. And we get a Yeti.
We could just stay in their employ. We don't have to have this Yeti contract.
No, Yeti.
Be-
No,
because
you're not listening. You're not listening. Yeti. I'm gonna use persuasion on him.
No, can't persuade PC.
Oh my god.
It's a Yeti. But here's the thing, Yeti. You're not listening.
No, yeah,
Yeti.
you're not. Yeah,
You're not listening.
Right. There's a plan, and we threw it out the window. Yeti. I'm gonna go buy it. I'm gonna sign a contract.
No,
and I'm gonna
look.
cash off.
No, look. We just stay in their employ. We stay on their good side, and we see what's going on from the inside. We don't have to.
I'm gonna yell back. I'm already running away. I'm already halfway there.
You will not agree to the terms and conditions.
Yeah, she's like 100 feet away and yelling. She's halfway there. Yeah, you know it's going to take her at least 45 minutes to get back over to the market.
And I'm just running.
Yeah, so you dash through the streets back over to the market. And Torga looks at you as you approach. Says, "Oh, she didn't agree, I see."
That's so not true. We're here. I'm here. She's getting checked out by a doctor. She told me to sign for her.
Oh, that... She says, "Well, the lot of you do seem to be a package deal, so I'll tell you what. Since you're doing this by proxy, we're going to need to revise the terms of this. All 4 of you for 2 years, and the Yeti is you, and you are signing on behalf of all of them.
I'm only giving you 20 gold if you get all 4 of us."
You drive a hard bargain, but I agree."
I'm so sorry, guys.
Yep, she pulls out this piece of paper and puts this wax stamp on it, and she says, I will need a little bit of your blood to seal this."
Oh no. This is a magic.
Yep. Yeah, so she also puts her a bit of her blood on this seal, and it briefly glows, and you feel kind of something constricting as the contract takes hold. The contract, which you did not even read before you signed it on behalf of the lot of you.
Well, we have a Yeti, so you know what?
That's great.
Wait till
Okay.
our legal team gets a hold of this. This will not hold up in court.
Uh,
Also, I'm an attorney at law.
Yeah. So Bax and Bev, where are you guys going after you leave the temple?
think we
Yeah.
were talking about meeting back up with everybody and
At the end.
yeah, and looking into the dwarf mystery.
Okay.
Is what our
Um,
original plan was.
So you are not going to the market. You are going back to the Northlook. Got it. So everybody shows up at the Northlook that evening.
As Elbreth walks in, she kind of peeks through the door.
So people are looking at you oddly. You have a Yeti. How are you getting it back to the Northlook through this town?
I was gonna walk with it on a rope, like a dog.
So she has had it in a small cage this entire time.
Great.
Yeah, it's trying to snap at people as you go by. It's obviously very hungry and it wants to eat somebody.
Cool. So I'm gonna.
So I will need an animal handling check from you, getting this little Yeti through town. Well, actually, a Yeti. I don't think a Yeti's a beast, so an animal handling check isn't going to work. Give me a second. Yeah, it's probably going to be persuasion. Yep, it's a small monstrosity, so you're going to have to persuade this thing somehow.
Great. I'm gonna use my advantage from my nat 20 earlier.
Okay, so your inspiration that you got for the nat 20. Got it?
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, so yeah, it bites you.
That's fine.
Or tries to bite you.
Yeah.
So we will do this and Elbereth. Yeah, because none of you have ever trained a Yeti.
Dave, this is what I do at every campaign. I always make something my pet.
And she dragged me into it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
I
get
don't know
bit.
about dragged.
Oh no.
You kind of ran in head first.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, it just latches onto your arm and takes a chunk. And people are running screaming as blood is spurting everywhere, and
Oh no, this is
I'm
like
just-
the bear all over again.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm just gonna slowly tie it and drag the thing to the inn and yell for Bev to bring me her plate of crap food that you said.
yep, so you drag it to the inn. You're yelling from the outside to the inside. You can hear. So Bev, give me a perception check with disadvantage, because everybody is once again singing and the crowd is raucous and rowdy.
Please, dear God, hear me. Please. Please hear me.
Yeah, so you're calling out to Bev, standing there in the snow with this tied up Yeti behind you, and you can tell from the noise coming from inside this inn that she's not going to hear you.
And if I walk into the inn with a Yeti, that might be a problem.
Yeah, you think that would be a very big problem.
I'm gonna just peek. I'm gonna have one arm holding the Yeti still, and I'm gonna peek in with my bloody arm and kind of wave down Bev with my arm dripping blood. And then pop my head back
Give me a
outside.
perception check to even see her, because Bev is a halfling in the middle of this crowd. So I will need another perception check with disadvantage.
Is Volton not with her? Can Volton see me?
Volton, you can also make the check, but you don't have disadvantage.
Please see me. I'm gonna die because of a freaking Yeti that I made a horrible choice of getting.
Yeah, so nobody sees you. There are some of the folk around are starting to pay attention to you, and looking at you strangely, sticking your bloody arm through the door.
All right.
And
Here's what's gonna happen.
yeah, one grizzled guy, looks like some grizzled sailor or something. He walks over, kind of pushes your arm back through the door, shuts the door.
Okay. So, is there something that I can tie the baby yeti to?
Sure. Yeah, there's a post out front.
Cool. So I'm gonna tie the yeti to the post. I'm going to yell to let everyone know, don't touch the yeti. He's hungry. Clarence is hungry and he'll bite you. I'm gonna run inside, pick Bev up, throw her over my shoulder with the arm that is not,
Okay.
and drag her outside and put her outside and say, here's Clarence, take care of him. And I'm gonna walk inside to Fulton and ask him to help me with my wound. Leaving Bev outside.
So Bev, Elle just comes in, grabs you, drags you out through the front door, and leaves you there with this yeti that is trying its best to get free and get the temporary rope muzzle that she's put on it off so that it can bite things.
He's perfect.
Fulton, can you heal my arm, please? I'll explain in a minute, but can you just, before I explain and get yelled at, can you just please?
Yep, I will do that.
Perfect. As he's doing that, I'm gonna explain what I definitely didn't do. So we have a yeti. It's our pet now.
I said no Yeti.
Okay, but we have him now, and we also work for Targo for 2 years. Hi, bye, and I walk outside.
I follow her out quickly.
And I, as I'm leaving, how much is it to get a raw thing of venison?
They're going to charge you the same price as a venison steak.
Okay.
So probably 2 silver pieces.
Okay, how much venison can I get with 1 piece of gold?
5.
Great, I'm gonna get 5. Thanks.
Okay.
So I walk outside and I'm like, Bev, you've got to take this thing back.
Look, I made our first group portrait.
Hold on, there's the yeti. The little baby yeti. I thought the baby yeti was smaller than them, though.
It grew fast.
Okay,
No,
great.
the baby yeti is smaller than a halfling. Oh.
I'm aiming for the future.
Oh, okay, great. So I'm gonna walk outside now that I'm all wrapped up, and I'm gonna tell I'm gonna try to calm the yeti by giving it a piece of venison, just 1, because I have 5.
Mm-hmm.
Does that calm him at all?
Yes, he is very happy with having food.
Okay, great. I'm gonna show him that I have more, and I'm going to wrap it up and put it away for now. Try to tame him slowly.
We need to take him back immediately.
No, we can't. I signed it with blood.
You signed what with blood?
You did what?
A contract.
What?
We have a yeti.
What kind of contract?
We made. I don't know. I didn't read it.
So you don't even know what you signed for?
And I'm gonna hide behind Bev.
We did what we had to do, you guys.
We're taking it back.
No, we can't. I don't think we can. I really don't think we can. The thing with it is, it's a blood contract. Did you guys not feel the little tingle that happened earlier? Because it was for everyone.
No, you only felt the tingle.
Okay, great. So I may or may not have signed us all up for a 2-year contract that I definitely did not read.
and I don't know what's happening, but we do have a Yeti, and I don't think we can return it. I think she said no takesies backsies.
Bev's just reading Transforming the Difficult Child. Sorry, what?
We have a Yeti.
We do.
We gotta take it back.
We can't. I mean, you can try,
We-
but we can't.
You
Let's
signed
go.
us into indentured servitude for a Yeti.
Well, here's the thing, and I told Bax earlier, we're going to be traveling with the murderers. So we'll know when they kill. It wasn't all bad, and we got a Yeti.
Told you
Yeah,
we
so
could've just stayed
as
in
she's
there.
saying this and
Boy.
getting louder and louder and talking about traveling with murderers, suddenly the people walking up and down the street kind of walk on the other side of the street.
All right, let's go. Let's take this thing back right now.
I'm gonna give Clarence another piece of venison and try to get it to come with.
Okay, so you guys march back over to the marketplace.
Yes.
Just because he's 1 minute older, he thinks that he gets to say if I have a Yeti or not.
I'm gonna lean over to Beth. I
Yeah.
don't think we're getting out of this one.
Yeah, so Torga, as you lot roll up, says, "Oh, I'm so glad to hear that you're going to be working with me for the foreseeable future."
I'm sorry, Torga, but there was a misunderstanding, and we don't mind being employed by you, but we are not trading our services for a Yeti.
I'm afraid your compatriot has already signed an agreement to that effect, and a blood contract, to be quite honest. I mean, maybe you truly don't care about her well-being, but yeah, not very nice things happen to people who break blood contracts.
Well, we need to know what we can do to get out of this.
Work for 2 years.
I need
Besides
somebody to work for me for 2 years.
No, we wouldn't mind being employed by you, but we do not want to trade our services for the Yeti.
It's already signed. I'm keeping Clarence. I'm so sorry. And I kind of pet Clarence a little bit and give him another piece of venison so he doesn't bite me.
So I will release her from the contract
Thank you.
if
And
you
take the
will
Yeti
do me a favor.
And we'll give you the
You-
Yeti back.
No, we're not.
No, the Yeti is. Oh, you'll give the Yeti back?
No,
Yes, I'll
Yes.
agree. So
not giving the Yeti back. No.
you will agree to do any one thing I ask of you. In return, for I take the Yeti back,
You're not taking this Yeti.
and I release your friend from the contract. Is that our terms?
No.
Wait,
No.
can I see the contract?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I hand it to Bev. Bev, read this, please.
I have experience as a paralegal. Can I please do a check to see if I
Yeah,
can
so
afford
pretty
it?
much it agrees that you will work for her and for 2 years, that you will obey any orders that she gives you, and that you will do nothing to harm her interest or those who are in business with her in any way.
That's not that bad. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm
We're
gonna
good.
message Elle and say that means we might have to help them do murders.
It wouldn't be my first time killing someone on accident.
And if one of them turned out to be a murderer, you would not be able to turn them in or
Right.
provide that information to someone else for 2 years.
Right.
So,
I think we have to
No, we definitely have to give Clarence back.
I think we might maybe possibly have to give Clarence back.
Here's the thing. I already paid 30 gold, I think. 20? I don't remember.
20. You paid her 20 gold.
I gave her 20 gold. We just need to give her 180 more gold, and then we can get out of the contract anyway.
No.
Oh, no. I'm saying, no. I know that we can't get out of the contract.
Okay.
By paying it. But I'm saying if we give her the 180 other gold, we can still buy Clarence. And
You're
then
not
do
like any of my
one task.
Right, that gold is divided up amongst all of you. If you're talking, I can't hear you.
I'm not.
Okay.
Thinking. I know I don't do that often, but just give me a moment.
So to clarify, out of character, if we return Clarence, we don't have to do one deed.
No, if you return Clarence and do a deed, she will break the contract.
Do I get my money back?
No, you do not. That was not part of the agreement. The agreement was for her to take the Yeti back and let you out of the contract.
I've fashioned some cloths into a baby Bjorn, which I have Clarence in, and just weeping, I take him out of the baby Bjorn and I hand him back to Targa.
She says, I will need all of you to be on board with this so that we don't run into this issue a second time.
I mean, we haven't got much choice here, do we?
All right. So she draws up another contract, pulls out one of the vials that she has on her sled, and pours it into the semblance of a wax seal. It's a very thick liquid, kind of like very thick honey. And she says, I will need some of each of your blood. And she says, you are agreeing to do any one task I ask of you, and I am agreeing to release you from the previous contract and take back possession of the Yeti. And she presses her blood
As
into
long
the
as
seal.
that task doesn't involve murder.
Or butt stuff.
She says, now you're placing more stipulations on the contract. One task, and I take one task, I take back the Yeti and release the contract. Any task I ask of you.
Sitting on the ground crisscross with her arms crossed across her chest.
Are we in agreement?
Eye daggers at backs.
I prick my hand and give her some blood.
Yep, same thing.
Vax?
All right.
Elbereth?
Still sitting on the ground with her arms crossed across her chest and shaking her head.
The others have already agreed to the contract.
I just want my Yeti. And I
She says,
give...
you can always save money and buy you one.
I let Bev prick my finger as I cry.
All right. So you all feel the tingling as the contract takes hold. First, you feel just a relief and like losing a burden relieved from you, Elbereth, as the original contract is satisfied by the new agreement. And she says, well done. So, for the task that I would like of you, my compatriot, Sefik, has had some problems that would cause legal problems. Fortunately, the guards seem to be inclined to look the other way, especially if money changes hands. The town speakers have enough to deal with without it, but there's just one stupid dwarven witch that just will not let this go. In the town of Targos, the dwarf Hlyn Trollbane must die. And that is where we will end for the week.
Okay, I really thought it was going to be Arya in the tower that she was going to make us go kill. I thought you were going to do that, Dave. I thought you
Nope.
were going to like just stab us in the hearts.
No, Hlyn Trollbane.
Kept the Yeti. Could have just kept the Yeti and we wouldn't have this issue. No.
Dude, every time you did this when I had a swarm of Arctic lemmings, you did this when I had a polar bear.
Arctic lemmings.
2 years though of not being able to turn them in if they are the
Correct. Yep. So, yeah.
They are the killers. She's having us kill Hitler. If they are the killers. Hello.
Oh, you guys have done such a bang up job with this one. And actually, it's just one of you. Poor Volted and Bax. And Bev to an extent.
That is very much a part of this bad decision string.
Oh, my goodness.
We don't have a time limit on this killing though, do we?
Oh, nice catch. No, it did not specify.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, good. Well, our intent is eventually to kill Helene.
We'll get to it when we get to it.
Yep.
Yikes.
Oh.
Well, I lost way too much gold for a Yeti that I didn't even keep.
So actually, though, we'll get to this next week. We'll go ahead and do it now. So you can give me an Arcana check, Bev. So yep, never mind. Yep, you guys need to go kill Hlyn. And that is where we will call it for the week. Thanks to our...
This is one and only episode we'll probably ever have that I did not take any damage.
Correct. Yep. Thanks to the viewers. We've had a few that have been watching. Always appreciate you. We do this, we try to do this every Saturday at 6. And hopefully next time we won't go for a significant portion of the time with the sound messed up. Technical difficulties and such. But thanks everybody for watching and have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, guys.
Night.